Hello, how are you all? I hope you have followed the lessons already I have sent. Unit 1 you had the enchanted pool, then you had Upagupta the poem, then Aruna Asufali. Okay, I hope all of you have followed all those things and you have followed the PDF also where you get the question answers and other things. And I am taking up now the second unit. So you can open the textbook. Prose lesson is there. Now here I've got something to discuss. The best time to do something. Most important person in your life. Most important thing to do in your life. Which is the best time? Now is the best time, no? Otherwise you don't get this time again. Who is the important person you have to think of? Maybe your father, mother, maybe your teacher, maybe. So think of who will be helping you. And what is the important thing to do? What is the important thing for you people? Yes, study properly. Study properly, make use of it, and make use of that in your future life. So children, same thing you find in your lesson. And it comes under the heading 3 questions. 3 questions by Count Leo Tolstoy. Count Leo Tolstoy, a Russian author. Remember, here you have got some introduction. Okay, let us take it up. A king has 3 questions and he is seeking answer to them. What are the questions? Does the king get what he wants? Read it to find out. Seeking means searching for it. So he had 3 questions. He wanted the answer. Now let us see what are those questions. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail. He would never fail if he knew 3 things. King means he will be having plenty of work to look after his kingdom. So he thought if he had 3 things properly known, so he would not fail in his administration. Now, look at that first question. What is the right time to begin something? That's what you said. First one. What is the right time to begin something? Who should the king listen to? Because he will be having so many advisors, no? What is the most important thing for a king to do? Okay, children, these are the 3 questions. The king therefore sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum to anyone who would answer these 3 questions. So he sent this message through the messengers, promising that he would pay them a lot. A large sum means, large sum refers to a lot of money to them if they give the proper answer for these 3 questions. So after listening to this message, many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. Many came to him, and each one gave different answers. No one could give him the same answer. In reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Remember, that's what he will have, no timetable. Here also some told that he must have a timetable which should be followed strictly, means without fail. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. Some said it is difficult to decide right time to do something because it may vary. Look at here, impossible is there. And what is the opposite? Possible. Suppose you will be given possible and you are asked to choose the correct prefix. IM is prefix. So if you add IM, it becomes impossible. Remember children that the king should do whatever seemed. Remember that the king should do whatever seemed necessary at that time. Some told, you do. At that time, whatever that occurs to your mind, you do that. Yet others said that the king needed a council of men, wise men, who would help him act at the proper time. Some said, no, he should have a group of wise men who would help him or advise him to act properly. But then others said there was something which could be urgent. Council, if you have urgent things out there, then if she called the council, then what's the use? These things could not wait for the decision of the council. In order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future. And only magicians could do that. Remember that word, magicians. The king, therefore, would have to go to magicians. In their answers to the second question, some said that people most necessary to the king were his counselors. So these magicians said counselors are very important. Others said priests. A few others said chose doctors. Yet others said his soldiers were the most necessary. So necessary things came. To the third question, some said attack. Others chose fight. Others said religious worship. So each different groups gave different answers. As the answers to his questions were so different, the king was not satisfied. He was dissatisfied. See now, I have used a prefix here, dissatisfied. He decided to seek the advice of a certain hermit, underline, advice of a certain hermit who was widely known for his wisdom. The king put on ordinary clothes. Remember, if you go in his royal dress, they will understand, no, he is king, then they would not talk to him properly. So, went in ordinary, went to meet the hermit. Before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went alone. So he had gone with the bodyguards and on his horse. Now he left both of the things at the back and he went alone. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. Now he saw the king, he welcomed him. After welcoming, he just continued digging. Digging means, ಕೆತ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಗೆಯೋದು. The king went up to the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. And he repeated the questions. So correct time to ask and what is it time to do. The hermit listened to the king, did not speak. You are tired, said the king. Let me take the spade and work in your place. Now, when the hermit did not speak, king told, you better give the spade to me, so that I would do the digging. You take rest. Thanks, said the hermit, giving his spade. So he gave the spade to the king. When the king had dug 2 beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer. So children, you see here, the king requests the hermit to answer the questions that he gave, but hermit did not do anything. He gave no answer. Remember, he did not give the answer. Just made the king to dig 2 beds. What is bed means? ಪಾತಿ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವ, ಗಿಡ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಡ್ಡು. ಇನ್ ಬೆಡ್ ಏನೋ ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗು. ಸೊ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್. ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಬೆಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ pati or prepare the ground to put the seed. Children, remember it. Huh? So bits you understand, I think. Have you understood? Yes. So I stop here. You read the lesson continuously, understand the important points, Then I will meet you in the next class with the next portion. Bye bye.